Hello, Aries. I'm Jessica from Willow Vine's Intuitive Vibes, and I'll be doing a love reading for you for the month of February 2019. It's a new spread that I came up with called Mirroring, and it's basically about you, whoever you are connecting with. So it could be someone you're partnered with, thinking about, an ex, or even somebody new that you're just calling in. That soulmate energy. Um, so yeah, basically it is. Oh, excuse me, hold on. Anyways, we're gonna do mutual energies, which is what's bringing you two together, or what's going on between the both of you. I'm gonna read this side as if it's you, Aries, and this side as if it's the other person. And what I'm feeling so far while I was shuffling and getting started is I feel like you're taking your power back. You're being very self-focused. There's a lot of self-love here. It's like you know what you want, you know what you deserve, and I really feel like the majority of you aren't going to settle for anything less than what you deserve. Um, some of you also might be trying new things or figuring out certain talents within yourself that maybe you never knew you had. Some of you might already have known your talents, you just um, maybe you didn't focus on them as much. But I feel like you guys are very powerful right now, and you know it, and you are very self-reliant, which is amazing. So your overall energy right now is Night Song, which is hidden talents. Um, so I'm not really sure if this is going to be all lovey-dovey or not. It very well could be because that's what I'm gearing towards, but I do get the sense that you are very self-focused, like I said, which is awesome. That's awesome. It's very powerful. So I did see the Ace of Cups while I was shuffling, so I mean that can be representative of self-love, but it's also, a new um I was gonna say new romantic situation, but it's like it's a new love, a newfound love for yourself, for something, for someone, or it could be someone has their eyes on you. But we will find out. So, what is the mutual energies, or what is bringing Aries and the person that they're connecting with together, please? I've been connecting with music a lot lately too, and for some reason I couldn't get a song while I was meditating and going over everything for you, but Stronger by Britney Spears just popped in my head, so it's like, I can't remember the lyrics, but I'm sure you guys know what that is. So this card was going to flip before I started yapping, and it is the shadow side. This is the devil. Um, so, I mean, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords. This is stress, not being able to sleep at night, overthinking things, having a lot on your mind. So this could be very fear-based. Maybe you were hurt in the past, and now you're trying to focus on yourself more, and maybe you have built up a wall just high enough to protect yourself. So it's great that you're being self-focused, but at the same time, it's like you don't want to barricade your heart in so no one can ever come back in. I'm going to get another card just to see what this is about, but the shadow side represents fears, toxic behaviors, negative behaviors, and thoughts and practices. It could be codependency, like um, where you feel like you need somebody, or maybe you did in the past, or maybe the person you're dealing with feels that way, like they need you. They don't want to be alone. This could also be addictions, and it could be an addiction to anything: drugs, alcohol, people, porn, gambling, anything. Um, you could be stressed out about an emotional offer, whether you want to give it to somebody or receive it. So maybe somebody has an attachment to you, and it's like they love you and they're pursuing you, and you're kind of like, no, either you're not interested or you're fearful of it. It could be something very strong too, if that's the case for some of you. So why is the shadow side here? This can also talk of abusive relationships as well, like any toxic behavior. I'm not going to dive into that unless I see something else regarding it, but, it is a possibility. Why is the shadow side here for what's bringing these two people together? Aries and whoever they're thinking about or connecting with. Why is the shadow side here? Okay. Two of Swords. This is needing to make a decision, being indecisive, not knowing which direction to choose, like not having enough information or feeling like you don't have enough information to make a decision. And we also have the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to say that this is fear-based, like fear of a connection. It could be fear of a connection with somebody that you've been with before, like an ex. Maybe it's somebody that you've thought about that you want back, but you are scared that it's going to happen again. And you've already done all this inner work, and you're like, being the best version of yourself, and you don't want that to be taken away from you, even though you want this person. You just don't want the past to come back and bite you in the ass, basically. You don't want to repeat history. So I feel like you just don't know what, either you or them. Because if you're not feeling this way, they might feel this way about you. So it's either a decision from someone from the past. You're either too scared to move forward, so you don't know what to do, because maybe they're coming back, or they don't know what to do if you went back to them. If you are partnered with somebody currently, and this is the mutual energy between the two of you, I'm going to say that you're not sure if you want to stay or if you want to go, and you might really want to leave the connection, but maybe you fear that you can't do it on your own, or there's some kind of fear-based decision here. You're afraid of choosing. So I'm going to say you're either afraid of leaving or being left, or having them leave you, or having somebody come back and repeat history kind of thing. Yeah, it's like fearful of a new beginning. I know this is a love reading, but for some it could be that you are lacking confidence in a new career endeavor. Like maybe you have this great idea and it's something you've always wanted to do, but you're afraid that you might fail at it, you don't have enough information, or maybe just the whole, I'm not talented enough for this, I'm not good enough for this, because sometimes we tend to talk ourselves out of things, especially if they're new to us, and change can be scary, but it can be amazing at the same time. So if that's the case for anyone who is fearful of, taking a risk into a new career path, whether it's, your own business or, going to somewhere that's already established, it still can be a scary move because there's so many different factors, but that's only for some of you. All right, so what does Aries want out of this connection? What does Aries want out of this connection? What does Aries want to happen? Five of Swords. That's basically having the upper hand. It can be feeling attacked, especially verbally, or your mind, just overthinking things, or remembering what somebody had once said to you, in a toxic way. But I get more of a sense that because with the Seven of Wands here at the bottom of the deck, this is standing your ground, standing up for yourself, defending yourself. I feel like you want the upper hand out of this situation. But I'm going to get one more for what Aries wants. What does Aries want out of this connection? I feel like you also have something you want to say. Yep, Ten of Pentacles. You want the upper hand in a family situation. If any of you are going through court battles right now, whether it's a divorce, a lawsuit, whatever, you want the upper hand in this. You don't want to lose what you've worked for. I feel like you don't want to lose this connection. So for the people, if you are in a relationship right now and this is about you and your partner, I feel like you want the upper hand when it comes to the finances within the union, or the family dynamic. You want to, not saying you want to control the person, but you want to have more control than you do, or you want to maintain that control. You want the upper hand. And if this is somebody from the past, which it very well could be because we have the Six of Cups right here, you want the upper hand in that situation. So it's almost like I don't feel like you are going to move towards them communication wise to bring them back in, because I feel this stubborn energy where, it's like in order for you to have the upper hand, you want them to come to you, and then the decision is up to you. You might be fearful that they're not going to come in and maybe this isn't going to happen. But regardless of if you communicate first or if they come back in, because I don't really know what's going on their side yet, I really feel like you want the upper hand. You want this connection, but you want it on your terms, basically. If it's going to come together. So, what does the person Aries is connecting with want? What does the other person want out of this connection? What does the other person want? They want justice. You guys very well could be going to court. Yeah, so if this is a past partner that you're divorcing, or maybe you just shared assets, you live together, you're on the lease together, whatever, you're hoping that you come out on top, but this person just wants things to be justified, wants things to be fair and balanced. And just so you know, energies can flip-flop, so even though I'm saying this is you, if you resonate over here, then this is you. It is mirroring, so you guys, like, usually it works out that there's a lot of similarities on each side. But anyways, this person wants to balance the scales. They want to make things right. So if you're not going through a separation or a divorce or anything, if it's someone from the past, they want to come in more than likely with an apology and settle the score, even the playing field, apologize for what they did, for maybe this toxic behavior that they had in the past, or for how they left you. I really don't think this is somebody new just because of this immediate energy. Excuse me. But if it is somebody that you are currently with, they might want to apologize for whatever they've been doing in the relationship as well. Maybe they weren't supporting your, your talents, the fact that you want to earn money in an unconventional way, or, if it's along those lines. I don't really know what arguments were about if you are partnered with this person, but if it's an ex-partner, they want to come in and apologize, balance the scales. They want to be honest. The King of Swords, he's all about facts. He's not exactly lovey-dovey. He can be pretty cold, pretty rigid, but he's smart and he's very logical. So I feel like they want to come in with, the facts, the truth, and apologize because they know that they did wrong. Or if you did them wrong, they want the truth from you. They want it to be balanced, but I really feel like they're coming in with this apology. Also, with the King of Swords and Justice, it really could be court issues going on. This person might be dealing with the judicial system, because the King of Swords can be a lawyer, and with Justice, it can be a judge and whatnot, judge and jury kind of thing. So if it's not them dealing with that outside of the connection, for child support or whatever, I mean, you can go to court for a million things. I feel like I don't feel like it's between the two of you, so I think it's something that they have going on. If it is a court issue, I just feel like they want to apologize, for something. They want to balance the scales. So, what action does Aries need to take for this connection to come together? I just heard forgiveness, so somebody definitely wants forgiveness for something that they did. Aries action. Alright, so your action is the Three of Wands, which is waiting, waiting for your ships to come in. So, and then we have the Sun card, which is the happiest card in the deck. It's, the yes card. I feel like your action is to wait and just wait for them to come in with this clarity, because I feel like you'll be happy with the information that you get, but I also feel like you are waiting on clarity, and this person is supposed to bring it in. I feel like they're fearful right now. They might be worried that you're going to flip out on them when they come in and give you this truth, and some of you might. It depends on what the truth is. But I feel like your action is to wait for them to come in. This is something that this person screwed up on, and it's something that they need to come forward with you. It's very stressful. This person could be in jail, actually. You might be waiting for them to come out, to get out of jail, especially if it's a current partner. I don't know why they would be in jail, but for some of you, your partner very well could be incarcerated, and they're scared about the decision that a judge is going to make based on how long they're going to be in there for, and it could jeopardize the relationship, all depending on what their offense was. But I feel like you're going to have a happy outcome over here waiting, if that's the case, but you're waiting on clarity, and that is your action. So, and I feel like it's going to be good news. If somebody is incarcerated, they're not going to be in there very long. You're going to get wish fulfillment. But it also could be, for some, it was a drinking offense. It could have been a domestic violence. It could have been a DUI, OUI, whatever you call it, for this person. But I don't think it's going to be as bad as they think it is. They're just really scared, and maybe here with the upper hand is you have more money than they do, and they're asking you to bail them out, to help with the lawyer and everything. That could be for anyone who's incarcerated. It could, or dealing with that, it could be along those lines. But for the most part, I think it's just you need to wait for them to come in with this apology. That's what Spirit's saying. So, what action does the person Aries is dealing with need to take for this connection? Hangman. So that's being stuck. That's seeing things from a different perspective. That is, he's also waiting on money. It's like, or he's stuck to the finances. If you are partnered with this person right now, I really feel like you you're either the sole provider and they're looking for work, don't have a job or whatever, you're taking care of them at this time. You very well could be. So they're kind of stuck in this. They feel stuck because they're not contributing. And that's if you're partnered with them. If you're not partnered with them, they might be stuck in a different situation, whether it's in jail or with another person. It could just be a family situation. I don't really know what they're stuck in yet, but I'm going to find out. The bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Wands and the Empress. That's making a decision about a new beginning, or it could be a decision about another woman, or about you. But she can be the mistress sometimes. She can also represent pregnancies as well. She's very fertile and nurturing. Um, they could feel stuck in a situation right now, a family situation, because this person got somebody pregnant or they are pregnant. If that's not the case, it could just be that they're stuck in a relationship at the moment and they don't know how to get out of it. If they're married to this person, could be divorce proceedings. Maybe you know about this. Maybe you're trying to help them. If not, they're trying to handle it. They just feel stuck in it. They feel like they don't have a way out at this time. So why is a hangman here? Well, I'm not taking it, but Page of Swords. This could be immature communication. It's also, talking online, texting, social media, what have you. It's also spying. So they might just be watching you right now from afar because they don't know how to approach you. Let's see, what is the hangman here for? Trying to gain information to see things from a different perspective. Maybe they're seeing you in your power too, being successful, doing your own thing. They might assume that you are with somebody too, or you might be. And this might be scaring them because they want to come back for some. The hangman. Where's the hang? And then we have strength. So they're trying to get out of a situation. And Spirit is saying that they have the strength that they need, but they're just confused. They don't know what to do. They have too many options. They have or I don't even feel like this is options. I feel like it's obstacles. Like each cup represents a speed bump. Like, oh, I gotta get past this, and then like I gotta do all this just to get to Aries. Maybe they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to execute their plan of action. They're thinking about it right now, gathering up the strength and courage to get out of the situation that they're in, because they are very fearful, and they're conflicted about it. I feel like this is going to cause a lot of fights, arguments, or whatever with external people. So if this person's in a commitment right now, obviously it's going to be a fight to get out of that. But I also feel like it could be family and friends too that are weighing heavily on their mind because either they're giving them bad advice or, excuse me, or they just disapprove. Whatever it is that this person feels stuck. They want to move forward. They want to bring justice to the situation, but they don't know how to do it. What obstacles does Aries need to overcome in order for this connection to come together? What obstacles does Aries need to overcome? I also want to mention that these are general readings. They will not resonate with every single Aries out there. It is impossible. I do love getting comments and feedback and everything, and I'll go over that again at the end. But, if you have something nasty to say, just keep it to yourself because it's pointless. It really is. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. And I'm not directing that just at you, Aries. I'm going to be saying it to everybody because, I did get a not so pleasant comment, and it's like, if it doesn't fit your life, I'm sorry, it wasn't meant for you. Like, it's not my fault. Get over it, dude, you know? It drives me crazy. People are so fucking immature sometimes. Your obstacle is the Nine of Wands. This could be not giving up, but in the just for the fact that it's in the obstacle position, I'm going to say it is. You need to lower your guard. I feel like, you know, like I said in the beginning, you have a wall up around your heart. And probably rightfully so. It could be due to a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, with the King of Wands here. But I feel like you need to be more open and not attack them when they come in. Don't interrogate them. Yes, get the information you need. And I feel like with the Sun card, you will get what you're waiting for. But you need to let your guard down just enough so that they can come in and do this and say this. So I feel like both of you are fearful of what's coming in, and for some of you, you might feel or know that this person is going to come in and contact you, so you're like in battle mode, like, yeah, all right, come on, mofo, let's do this. I wouldn't approach it that way. It's not going to work out if you do, because this person's going through some shit right now, and it's almost like if you attack them when they come in, they're just going to run away. Oh my gosh, yeah. Under the King of Wands, we have the Ten of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So we got betrayal with a power couple. Aries, Leo, Sag. I really feel like if you're not dealing with another fire sign, they might have fire in their chart. But I mean, like, this is you. This is the ending. This is, you know, being stabbed in the back. This is gossip, lies, you know, just hurtful words, hurtful things. I mean, with the devil here, it's just talk. It could be toxic, past toxic behavior that you're just thinking about. Like, are we really good? But 10 is an ending, and after 10 is a new beginning. So if you can let your guard down enough and be accepting of whatever information they come in, their apology and everything, as long as they're truthful, I feel like, you know, you take away the ending, it would be a new beginning. So just protect yourself, be smart. You are anyways, but don't jump in, don't dive in head first. You know, be smart about it, but don't be so guarded that you don't even hear them out. Because I feel like some of you might be that way because they hurt you really bad. Whatever this person did, however they left, it left a mark on you, or whoever I'm talking to. So what is the obstacle of the other person that Aries is dealing with? What do they need to overcome for this connection? What is their obstacle? Oh, I need a drink. Hold on. Alright, what is their obstacle, Spirit? Seven of Wands. That's defending yourself, standing up for yourself, standing up for what you believe in. You guys are mirroring each other. Both your obstacles is to not be so damn defensive. You know, be able to talk about it in a mature way, cordially. Like, whether you want to take this person back or not, at least give them the benefit of the doubt, hear them out, and forgive them for your own happiness as well as their own. I'm sure this person might not take it so well, but you know what? Sometimes what goes around comes around. But if you really want this connection to come together, then you both need to let your guards down enough, and don't do this. Don't be the Five of Wands. Don't have a pissing contest. I know that you want the upper hand over here, or maybe you do have the upper hand and that's why this is here, but it's what you want. So I feel like you want answers. You want to know what the hell happened. You want the truth. You want to know all the things that you don't know, or all your assumptions, everything that you think you know. You want it clarified. You want that clarity. You're not going to get it if you come in battle mode when this person comes in. So Yeah, it's conflict about a commitment, a union coming together. So I think it's like past conflict from the past. So both of you need to let your guards down a bit so that you can come together, and at least talk at the very least. Um, so if both parties can overcome their obstacles, what is the potential outcome for Aries and the person they're connecting with? That's too many. I saw the Nine of Swords. Could be stress. Whatever you find out might be hard to hear. Keep that in mind. Don't take anything to heart, but at least you know you'll get the clarity that you need. This could be vice versa as well. What is the potential outcome if they can overcome their obstacles? Eight of Wands. That's communication, and this is fast. It could be movement, travel as well. You guys could be at a distance from each other. So maybe one of you is going to go to the other one. Maybe this person's going to come to you and talk to you face to face. If not, it could just be fast communication. So if you guys can lower your guards and lower your defenses a little bit, communication is going to come in, and I feel like it's going to come in about past pain, about past hurt, what happened in this relationship, and it's gonna calm the waters. It's gonna um, take some burdens off your back, off your shoulders, like lift a weight off of your shoulders and relieve some stress and anxiety. It's not saying that you'll forget what happened, but I feel like you'll have an inner peace, and you'll be able to heal this, whether you take this person back or not. Yeah, because you're going to be moving towards wish fulfillment. With the star card, this is Aquarius, but it's also healing, following your dreams, getting what you want. So I really, really feel like you're going to, and you might be dealing with a Scorpio as well with the death card here, but it's also transformation. You might be able to heal the situation and move forward with this communication. I really feel like there's some past baggage that needs to be hashed out between you and somebody else. So, let's see. Alright, romance angels. What advice do you have for Aries and the person they're connecting with? Mutual energy advice. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. That's what both of you need to do, and I think that this is what this communication is. You need to air out your dirty laundry between each other, get justice in the situation, get the clarity that you need, let your guards down for this to happen, but communicate slowly. Really get to understand the situation, get to understand what happened before, and if you want to make this work and come together with them, then get to know them all over again. Start slow. Don't just, start where you left off or pick up where you left off. Advice for Aries. And this is why. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So on your side, this is probably why you're all defensive, why your guard's up, why you want to have the upper hand, or why you do. This person really did something in the past to hurt you. I don't know exactly what it was, but I feel like you need to really get to know this person. If you're going to let them back in, you need to really communicate what you will tolerate and what you won't. And if you start seeing the red flags about them going into old patterns, old habits, or they're not doing what you say that you want, like you say if you cheat on me or you're talking to other women or guys or whatever, that's a deal breaker for me. Stick to it, just pay attention, because I feel like if anyone rushes this, you're going to see some warning signs again. It's almost like it's just going to go right back to the way it was. So really take your time to hear this person out and get to know them just for your own benefit. Negative advice card for this other person Aries is dealing with, please, or connecting to. Yeah. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So, I mean, this person could have been very controlling in the past, and that could have led up to your demise. You know, it could have been multiple things. But I feel like this person might come in a bit pushy. I think it might. Okay, no. They're going to come in with an apology to try to justify the situation, make things better. But if you let your guard down just enough and let them back in, they might just assume that things are going to go back to the way that they were, and they might start treating you the same way and trying to have the upper hand. And this might be why you want the upper hand, because maybe they dictated everything in a relationship. If that starts happening again, tell them, cut the crap or you're gone. And if they don't cut the crap, let them go, because they'll never learn if you keep allowing it. But this person needs to relinquish control and let things flow naturally and over time, like slowly. You need to make sure this is what you really want and that they're abiding by the so-called rules, whatever you've, implemented, and let them know how you feel and just get to know each other, even if you just start off as friends. I mean, there's a lot of passion here. Make sure they're not coming back for sex only, too. I mean, unless that's what you want. But from what I see here and what I feel, I don't think that that's what you want. Um, so, you know, slow and steady wins the race, basically. Um, and I'm doing something new. I made my own little card. So I asked, hold on, there's a cop car. It gets loud when it goes by the house. But anyways, I had asked if the person that Aries is thinking about dealing with or connecting with could talk to them, what would they say? Like, what's on their mind? What do they want Aries to know? And I got, I'm so confused. I'm thinking about you. Brokenhearted. And you're beautiful. So obviously, well, not obviously, because I did say it could be a partnership or an ex or whatever. I feel like this is an ex. I feel like that you guys are both connecting on an energetic level, on a spiritual level, and it might be confusing this person, like, why am I so drawn to you, like, after everything that we've been through, or you might be feeling that way. But I feel like, they've been thinking about you a lot. Something may have happened where all of a sudden they're thinking about you more than they did before. Um, and they have regrets. They're brokenhearted, you know. They find you very attractive and they're not happy about how they left the situation. They probably regret their actions in this as well. And if that's not them, it could be you. Or they might be upset at the fact that they hurt you, and that's what's breaking their heart right now. Um, and then I got dare to tell someone you love them. This could change the situation for the better and provide the reassurance you both might need. I feel like you guys are on the same page energetically, like I said, like on the spiritual level. I feel like you both have deep feelings for each other, and you're both, you're both heartbroken over the situation. I kind of get the sense that this person is feeling the pain that you felt initially. Like, I feel like there's been a lot of healing here, especially with the Sun card on your side. Um, and hidden talents, kind of being very self-focused. I feel like you're doing fairly well for yourself. If not, you're doing amazing. um, And I think this person sees it and feels it, especially if they're watching you. They see that you're standing in your power. They see that you're happy. And even if you do miss them, and you know, maybe if you shed a tear here and there when you start reminiscing, you don't show anybody that. So they don't know. They only see the best side of you. Um, I just feel like a lot of the emotions that are going on here are from both sides. So, you know, there is a connection here, and I feel like if you go slow and really pay attention to what's going on and really communicate and let your guards down, woo, I'm knocking everything over. Um, and both of you, you know, let your guards down a bit. This could come together in a romantic sense or a friendship, or maybe you'll just get the closure that you need, the clarity that you need, at the very least. Because ultimately, we have free will, and it's totally up to us. So if this person hasn't changed and they're, you know, still bringing in that toxic behavior, um, tell them no. But I hope that this resonated with you, and if it did, please let me know. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Um, the more you interact with me, the more apt I am to pick up on your personal energy, because I do focus my energy that way, the people who, you know, interact. Um, so yes, do that. Anyone who wants a personal reading, please email me. My email is in the box below. And thank you to everyone who has purchased a personal reading. I absolutely love doing them. Um, so yes, that's awesome. And I had another announcement, but I don't know, flew out of my head. Thought I was gonna say something else at the end, but I got sidetracked. So yeah, so just it was about the mean people and commenting. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything. That's what it was. That really grinds my grapes. It's like, you know, like who do people think they are sometimes? I mean, I watch readings too, and I mean, as a reader especially, I know for a fact that not every reading I watch under my sign, no matter which sign I choose, is going to resonate with me. It is not possible. So, it doesn't mean I don't like the reader. It doesn't mean that I don't like the reading. It just might not be my story, you know? If it isn't, click off, find somebody else. It's like, dude, why? Why do you have to be a jerk about it? But anyways, I'm not gonna sit here and rant. um, I wish you guys the best and have a happy February. I should have some more reads out before March. Because I do like to do at least a couple spreads each month. I'm thinking about doing a third party spread. You are the first sign that I said that to. Um, and when I say third party, it could be an extra lover, like a side chick or whoever, or it just could be an external person, like, you know, someone who's butting their nose in where it don't belong. I feel like a lot of people deal with that, and it might give some insight into the other person, like, because, you know, don't you want to know what the hell's going on with them sometimes? Like, really? Anyways, I'm getting carried away. It's late. Um, I'm going to pack this up for the evening and I should be back tomorrow. I hope you guys have a wonderful night and, you know, I hope all this works out for you and works out in your favor. I feel like regardless of love, um, you guys have a lot going on, um, a lot of positive things with your talents, maybe new career path, or just a hobby that might even bring you some money, just something that's going to bring you fulfillment. And that's awesome. I think that's just amazing. So, anyways, I wish you guys the best, and I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.